Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mind Nutcracker. So I've got a little bit of Nutcracker music in the background. Don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not, but what we're going to start with is some mobility warm-up. No equipment needed at all, just you, your body, challenging your balance today, inspiring movements or taking movements from ballet. First thing we're going to do is stand, spread those toes, working on ballet arms, just mobility. Start with the arms at the bottom, come to first position, come to second, third, fourth, fifth. Take it all the way back down again. We'll do that starting with the other side. So we'll come here to center, open, center, up, and then swing it up. Coming back down to the bottom, back to center, open, working on this shoulder mobility here, and bring it all the way back down. Just fun ballet inspired movements. We don't have to have ballet experience. I sure didn't. We are on a timer, so all movements will be for about a minute here. So we do what we can in a minute. I forget where I left off, but that's okay. All right. Second movement is arms in second position right here, relaxing your shoulders. We're going to hip hinge. So everything's at the hips, slight bend in the knees. You're going to feel those hamstrings and then bring it up. Keep the arms reaching out here. You can use your ballet hands or reach as far as you can. This is a great stretch for the total body, reaching those arms out as far as you can, pushing the hips back. Keeping your belly button off your lap by engaging those ab muscles. Feel that stretch in your hamstrings. Your shoulders may want to creep up, pull them back and down. This is a great practice for getting those shoulders back in their sockets, making sure we're not rounding the back. We're getting our neutral spine. We all have a little curve in our low back, so neutral spine may seem a little bit different between each other. All right, so relax those shoulders. Arms are going to come to third position, and we're just going to rotate. Rotate here, pivot off the heel. We warm up in all planes of motion. A lot of people forget the rotation in their warm up, but we definitely have to get that spine moving. Warm up the entire core, which is our back is part of our core. My shoulders are already burning. I feel like we've been working shoulders so much. Feel that rotation. You want to take nice deep breaths in through the nose and exhale out of the mouth. Pivot off that foot so you can get your full rotation, whatever that looks like for you. A few more seconds here. Nice and tall spine, top of the head tall. Awesome. So let's go ahead and relax that. Come to your fourth position here. We're going to flex laterally, bring it up, other side. Flex lateral, up, other side. Listen, if you're a true ballerina and you're like, you're not doing it right, it's not going to be that serious, okay? It's just inspired movements, ballet-inspired movements. Just making it fun, little themed class. You just want to flex to the side, reach as far as you can, come back up here. Reach as far as you can with that side arm. A few more seconds. Your shoulders should be burning. Make sure they don't creep up. So reset if you need to. Feel that nice stretch in that side body. Reach. Last one. All right, let's give those shoulders a break. Heels together, toes out, first position. Zip everything up, crotch to crown, I like to say. Arms can come out here, and we're just going to plie down. Feel that stretch in your calves or in the entire lower leg. That entire lower leg is working. What you want to make sure is you're between two planes of glass. Okay, so you don't want to stick out here and knock that back plane, and you don't want to tip too forward and knock the front plane pane with your knees. So sliding between two planes of glass, keeping your heels down. Spreading your toes, all the toes pressed into the floor, but do not hide your toenails. Squeezing. We're still in our warm-up or our mobility warm-up, but we want to do this with purpose. So squeeze those inner thighs together. Because if you ever take a bar class with me, we start loading up with weight. These are the movements you want to kind of perfect. All right, we're going to lift those heels now. Working the entire foot. Plie down. Push those knees back. So knees are going over toes. In this movement, it's okay to do that. But your challenge here, so that you can take the pressure off your knees, is to push your knees back behind you. Don't tip forward and come here. That's when the knees start bothering you. So push the knees back, squeeze everything up. Push the knees back, squeeze everything up. Working on your balance, because we will get into a balance section as well. If your knees are bothering you too much in this position, take a step out and plie down, cut the range of motion in half. Or stay here and cut the range of motion in half. But how low can you go? If you have healthy knees and feet and ankles, see if you can come down a little lower. Last one. All right, let's work on more balance here. Passe right and left. You're just going to bring it up to tree pose. Take it down and alternate. Again, the goal is to push this knee back. Working on opening the hips. Can you reach the arms up? So this is a mobility workout, so we're not really holding poses for very long. Play with the arms. You can play with the arms here. Whoop. Work on grounding the foot. Few more seconds. Are you breathing heavy? I am already. All right. Attitude devant. We're going front on the right side. We're going to alternate. So right side, front attitude means a bend in your knees. Take it down. Other side, bend in your knees. Your toes can stay forward. I like to take a little turn out when I do these to remind myself to turn the knee out. And plus you just get better stabilization. Hold it up here for just a second and then bring it back down. Working those inner thighs. It's an inner thigh lift. Drawing that belly button up and in. So working the bottom part of the abs as well. So you don't want to reach forward here. You want to lift tall. Tall spine, top of the head tall. Can you come up a little higher each time? Work on that. Trying to work on the hip hike, keeping the hips square instead of hiking up as we lift single leg. Let's take that derriere to the back. So we're taking it back, bending the knees, coming up. Bending the knees, turning that knee out and up. We can reach a little taller, squeezing the glute. So I've got a little bit of a more mobility for you. If you want to take it up, out, turn the knee down and in. And this is going to really work your hip mobility. So either way, these are actually called hip cars. So it's articulating that joint. Trying to make a little circle coming around. If you have hip popping, that usually means a weak hip. Hip cramping usually means a weak hip. These are things you want to practice here. All right, let's practice our combo attitude. Right side devant and derriere. Other side devant and derriere. Inner thigh lift, booty squeeze. Turn that knee out. Lift, booty squeeze. Arms could do whatever you'd like. Remember, arms are fancy jewelry. You put them on or take them off, or you put them anywhere you want to dress up your movement. Goal is to keep your core nice and tight. Pick a spot, not moving. Keep that knee turned out, working that hip joint, strengthening the inner thighs and the glutes, and finding just total mobility. All right, shake it out. Now we're gonna work on stabilization. So 1 minute each move. First movement, right leg's gonna go back, left arm's gonna come up. You're gonna go back into a lunge, step back, drop down, drive up through the heel, step back, drop down. I like to do the step back and then drop down and then drive up through the heel, because then it's a little bit easier on your knee joint, and it helps to ensure you get that 90 degrees in that front knee. You can always do half range of motion, just step back, drop. Keep this arm raised. I bent it. Keep that arm straight. Get thoracic stretch here. Thoracic lengthening as you drop down and try and get 90-90 in both legs. No rib cage flare. We got to watch for that. I realize I'm like getting cut off at the top, but that's this new camera. It doesn't get quite the length of everything. Whew. Last one. All right, we're gonna go into a 3-pointer. Stay right here. Option, lengthen through the top, squeeze the glutes. The other option, drop down, lengthen here. The next option, bottom leg, swing it forward. Can you lift? I'm gonna come back a little bit. Can you lift your hip? Reach, ballet arms, press that floor away from you. The other option, lift off your heel. Reach, 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 squeeze the glutes. This is your stabilization work. Now, if you need to, you come back down to one of those first movements that I showed you. Bring that back knee back down and reach up here. Feel your lats working on this bottom side. Try and stack your shoulders. Squeeze your booty. If you need to, you're right here. You're right here doing the same thing and reaching up. Hands are facing away from you. Your fingers right here are facing away on the bottom. Good. Now sit up. So we're going to come all the way down. What I want you to do is keep this arm raised. Take it to the elbow, shoulder. Come back to the elbow. Press the hand, open the chest. This is our sit up. Elbow, roll back to shoulder. Come back, elbow, press. When we start really working with our kettlebell and doing kettlebell get-ups, or if you're doing dumbbell get-ups in any class or video, this is the movement you want to practice first without any weight or with very light weight. A lot of people do these get-ups wrong. This is the first step. Elbow, press through the hand, open the chest. Reaching up, locking the shoulder out. Elbow, drop down to shoulder. All right, we're gonna add on. You can always stay right here in this movement. Adding on to a graceful get up. Now we swing it back to the knee. You're here, and then you're up. Okay, and then you come back down. You swing that leg back through. Hips, elbow, shoulder. Elbow, hand, hips, lunge, lift. The next option is to come all the way up. And I'm just going to do ballet get up with my arms. Elbow, hand, hips first. Then you swing it back. Then you come up, change the foot, and graceful arms. Ballet inspired. Hips down, elbow. I love that one. Come on up. All right, other side. We're gonna come all the way up and do that lunge on the other side. This arm and this leg. Back, drop, up, lift. Lock this arm out. Got to practice locking this arm out. Make a fist if you need. I know we're doing ballet arms, so if you want to graceful fingers it, that's fine. Just lock that elbow, lock that shoulder out. Because when you do this and hold a kettlebell or a dumbbell, that arm has got to be stable. That wrist has got to be strong. The shoulder has got to be back in its place so you're not injuring your shoulder. And so the imbalance of the kettlebell doesn't take you over. So hopefully this is all kind of making sense. And there's reasoning behind a lot of these movements. Okay, sit up. So, or three-pointer. So we take our hand down. You can stay right here, right? You can stay right here. Otherwise, your three-pointer, swing it through, lift. Option, lift the other heel. This one right here is lifting up. So I'm gonna come back down. You still have about 30-something seconds left. Come back down and remember your option is right here. Stack the shoulders, open the hips. Imagine you have that kettlebell here. The other option, swing that leg out, lift your hips, press your floor. Next option, lift that bottom heel. Ballet toes. Woo, hold it here for another 5 seconds, guys. I'm gonna bring my leg back in, lift my hip. I'm shaking. Everything is working. You got it. Ears away from shoulders. All right, now we're gonna get to our sit. So come on down. Hand is here. We go elbow, drop down. Keep this arm locked in place. Come back, elbow, hand, hips. Yes. I gotta come away from my bar. Elbow, hand. If you're ready, you can lift hips, but this is just the sit up right now. So we'll just practice the sit. Elbow, hand, open that chest, tall, tall, tall. This is where a lot of people get it wrong, right here at the bottom when they're doing a total get up. Elbow, roll, use your core. Elbow, hands, open the chest, tall, tall, tall. Elbow, roll to shoulders. All right, that's home base. Stay right here and practice this if you need. The next is to swing that leg back. Stay here, that's another option. Or come all the way. I take my foot and I change it, and then I come up. So in the actual get up, you won't be changing arms. We're just doing that for our Nutcracker performance. Down, hips high, drop, elbow, shoulder, elbow, hand, stay here if you need to. Otherwise, come up to hips or lunge. This is not quite the lunge yet, but then you press up to lunge, swing that foot around. Awesome. All right, we're here on our side, yes? Elbow slightly above the shoulders, slightly above here. Come to your knees and then bring the knee in, kick, in, back, in, kick, pointy toes, in, back. Now let me see if I got my side plank today. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. In, kick, in, down. 30 more seconds. I'm gonna stay on my knees. I'm not quite stable today. Again, arms are fancy jewelry, but what I want you to make sure of is that you're stacked here and you're not here trying to do this. You're lifted out of that side. Lift out of that side. Stack your shoulders if you need. That will help. We're just bringing the knee in and bringing it down. Woo. Let's go to the other side. Swing it on over, guys. Lift up. Kick in, front, in, back. Lift that side. So we want to drag. And it's okay if you have to stay here, but lift. Even if your hip is down, you're lifting the side. Some people are just here doing this. And that's not what we're doing. We're lifting this side here, okay? So lift out of it. In our mobility classes, guys, I know a lot of times we talk about it's recovery, you still have 15 seconds. But what mobility actually is the strength and flexibility of your joint. So we throw both elements in there. Go ahead and rest. Woo! Speaking of flexibility, it is coming up. So catch your breath, towel off if you need to. Let me look at my timer here. 1 minute for each move. Okay. Bending your knees here. Hands under your thighs. We're gonna roll back. If you need to, keep hands here. Tuck your chin and come all the way up nice and slow, but stack the shoulders over the hips. So none of this, okay? Just stack shoulders over hips. Roll, roll, roll. Release hands if you need to. And then open the chest up. Roll, roll, roll. C shape in the spine. How low can you go? And then come on up. Help yourself if you need. Now, if you have diastasis recti, there's a special class for that. But you want to just work on the opening right here and the rounding. And you don't want to put too much pressure on the abs by leaning back too much. So we're just flexing and extending the spine. Yes, it's part of core work, and we do a lot of these in our Pilates classes, but for this purpose, it's our flexibility move. Go ahead and take your legs out. If you're working on diastasis recti, don't take them out as wide. Otherwise, you can take them out as wide as you like, sit up nice and tall. Arms out to that position, twist, saw your pinky toe off, reach with your chest, come to center. If you're working on diastasis, you're gonna slightly twist and not come down. Inhale up, exhale, tiny twist. Inhale up, exhale, saw your pinky toe, lean, no rounding. Come on up center, exhale, twist and lean. Nice flexibility in the hamstrings here. But did you know this is so good for your waist? This is actually a core exercise in Pilates. Flex your feet, twist, and exhale, saw your pinky toe off. Lean your chest down. If you don't come down as far, that's okay. I'd rather you work on the proper movement than rounding and getting as far as you can. All right. Arms here in second position. Here are your thighs. I can't even talk. We're going to lean over that long leg. Arms in second position. Ballet inspired arms. Are they pretty? Exhale, lean. Inhale, no rounding. This is going to help you keep that chest open and those shoulders pulled back. Woo. Exhale. This is a seated hamstring stretch with second position arms. You feel that stretch? Inhale up. Exhale, lean. Oh, yeah. Inhale up. Exhale, lean. One more. Changing the position just slightly. Come onto this knee and keep this leg long. You're going to lean back, push your hips back, and then come back over. Lean back, push your hips back. You can flex this foot if you'd like. That foot can come along for the ride, or you can keep the inside blade of the foot down. As you push your hips back, do you feel that inner thigh stretching? Inhale up. Exhale, push your booty back. I keep looking this way because I just want to make sure that you can see me and I haven't gone off camera. About 20 seconds left. I'm going to change my position just in case you need a different angle, which I realize this camera is like, so my foot can change right here. My back is still neutral. I'm not rounding or excessively arching. Good. From here, we're going to bend this knee, and I'm going to take it forward here. So now it's in front of me. I'm going to reach up in my little mermaid. Take it down. Reach up, open the chest, push those hips back. Good. Can you give me a slight back bend? Only if you're ready for that. If you need to come out of it, come out here. You can also extend this leg and hold it. If you need to, keep dropping and coming back up and just make it a little mobility flow. Otherwise, you can hold it there. Nice extension in the spine, hips pushing forward, opening the hips. Come back down. Whew. All right, we're gonna go to the other side, Little Mermaid. Go ahead and reach up, push the hips forward, and we'll get to the other moves in just a moment. I've got both my legs bent on this one. Otherwise, you can extend that back leg if you're ready. If you're taking it into a flow, inhale down, exhale, and open. I'm going to extend that leg, and I'm going to give myself a little extension in the spine by looking behind me. You can always drop it and then come back into it. Just giving another angle here. And bring it down. All right, let's go to the other side. Arms out in second, twist over this leg, and lean forward with your chest. Inhale through the nose, exhale, lean. Reaching out, getting that neutral spine. You can come out of it if you need, roll the shoulders back, and lean into it again. Exhale, lean. Not only are you feeling the hamstrings, but maybe you're feeling a little of that QL muscle in the low back that tends to give us some issues. Try not to creep the shoulders near the ears. Whew. Good job, guys. And come on up here. All right, from here, we're going to take our hands right under the shoulders into a little sphinx. So you can go ahead and extend right from here. If you're ready, you can reach the arms forward and extend from there. Bring the arms in, hold, tuck your chin in, reach the arms forward. If that reach is not comfortable, just keep the elbows down. Otherwise, you can keep it moving here. Just hold a couple seconds on each. Good. Go ahead and take it all the way down. Arms are overhead. Lift up just the arms and the chest. Handcuff both hands behind you. Pull the shoulders back. Hold that for just a second. Swing the arms back forward and take it back down. You can drop the head for a second. Arms come back out, lift. Handcuff. You can do one arm at a time or both. Handcuff behind you as best as you can. Maybe you just hold your fist to your hips and pull your shoulders back. And that's fine too. And then come out of it and relax. We can get maybe one more in here. Arms forward, lift, pulling the shoulders back and down. Handcuff, rotate the shoulders, pull them down into their sockets, lifting your chest as much as you can. And bring those arms out. Back, forward, and then down. Awesome. All right, from here, hands under shoulders. We're just gonna go into our narrow child's pose and then we'll be done, guys. So knees together. Now listen, I got an option for you. You can stay right here, stretching that length. Feel it in your lats, your back, or an option, look over this shoulder and drop the other one. If you need a little bit more in the lat area. Inhale, center. Exhale, look at the other side and drop this one. So my arm facing you is dropped closer to the floor, and I'm looking over my top shoulder. Come back, center. Inhale, center. Exhale, look over the other. Center. Exhale, look over that one and drop the other. Back to center and roll it up. Guys, you are all done. Bravo. We've made it through the Nutcracker. Take your bow, gather your flowers, and thank you guys for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought, how you feel afterwards. I feel amazing. Have a great day, guys.